Here we are. It's the last one. It's the last video. It's the last day. So it's the last day. It's day 7 of the 7 days of 7 fragrances. 49 fragrances in total. No repeats. Just to get me to another milestone in my subscriber count. So please subscribe, because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to up my subscriber count. That's why I'm like pumping out these videos. Poorly edited. No editing, as a matter of fact. It's a one-take deal. Let's go. What's this last one about? Well, this last one's a personal one. It's a personal one because actually all of my videos are personal ones. I don't do anything that other people think should be done. That's probably why I have no such reviews about Sauvage or Bleu de Chanel being a fragrance review channel. That's probably a sin. That's probably the reason why my sub count sucks. Anyway, let's get it going with something personal, in that these are ones that I absolutely love that other people might not. It's just my personal taste, or they just don't get enough. I feel like they don't get enough love. That's what it is. I feel like they deserve more love than what they currently do, especially in comparison to other fragrances from the same house. And you'll find out why. You'll find out why. And the first one I'm going to kick off with is Creed. It is Himalaya. This is Himalaya by Creed. This is my favorite Creed by a long way. Like, I like Aventus, don't get me wrong. Like, it's cool to shit can Aventus. It's cool to laugh at it. But I like that. But I love this. This is, man, this deserves more love. I don't understand why. Like, it's just crisp, clean. You feel like you're on the fucking mountain, man. This is the outdoors. This is where you belong. Outside. This is where I belong. This is where I want to be. Outdoors, maybe crisp snow, maybe mountain, blue sky, sunny. Why wouldn't you want to be there? Chilling out in a chalet, something like that, maybe outside of the chalet, but, drinking like a warm beverage or something. But this is beautiful. I love its nuances. It kind of smells like it's harsh, but then it's got like these soft sort of floral qualities to it as well. It dances off my skin as well. I think compared to Aventus, I like this better than that one. I do like this better than that one, but I still like Aventus a lot. I don't like Millésime Imperial. It's not my cup of tea, but Himalaya, so good. And it's one of the ones that people don't necessarily harp on about too much in terms of like reformulation and batch variations and things like that, because this one's a 2016. This is a 2016 bottle. I know it's not that old, but it's matured beautifully. Beautifully mature. All right. Next one is Stefan Humbert Lucas. This is Mortal Skin. Mortal Skin. This is the first of the... Actually, when they released this, I think it was 2015 when they released this, and there was no such thing as a Serpent collection at that point. They just released something really cool smelling in a really cool bottle, and it spurned an entire collection, Serpent collection, of now which God of Fire is the most popular one because people love mango. Yeah. Look, that's an okay scent, all right? I've said it's a really good scent. It's got its place. It's just not as good as this. It's just not as interesting as this. It's just not as unique as this. What a proposition. This is unique. You haven't smelled this. It doesn't smell like other things, But what is it? The blackcurrant, blackberry, and the ink. It's like this feeling of ink, black ink that's in here. It's smooth as well as a little bit of grittiness coming from that little ink. I love it. It's cold, it's clinical, but it's introspective and thoughtful. And I think that this should get way more attention than it currently does. But it doesn't. And there you go. Next one that I bring up is Epic Man. For those who are regular subscribers and watchers of my videos, if you're not, then subscribe and become one, and you will know this too, that I absolutely love this one. Absolutely love this one. I've gone through almost half the bottle since I got it last year. It works just so well off my skin. However, Epic Woman seems to be the one that gets most of the fame and the glory for Epic. And I find that I smell pickle juice in that one. I'm sorry, it's a great scent, but when you smell the pickle juice, you can't unsmell the pickle juice. And I don't want to smell like pickle juice. The extrait of Epic Woman is much, much better, right? Still in the really deep dry down, you still get that hint. That's wearable. I might actually pick one of those up. Beautiful scent. But Epic Man, it's just, to me, so much more better. Better than Reflection, I think, and really, really deserves more hype. More hype than this. I recently did like a ranked list of my favorite amouages. This was very, very high on the list. I think it was number 2 from memory. Okay. Actually, number 1 would have been a really good choice for this list because that was Interlude Woman, and that gets barely any mention because Interlude Man gets all of the videos, all the attention, all the hype. But as the Blue Beast, nah. Okay, the next one, a little bit out of left field. I have mentioned this several times in the past. This is CK2 by Calvin Klein. This is the successor of CK1. It was, but it by no means, like, it's absolutely the opposite of CK1 in that it is not safe to wear in terms of being a designer, mass appealing kind of scent. Not at all. I think that if they released this at the same time as they released CK1, it would have been a smash as well, because back then that's when people were more gravitating towards weird and wonderful, non-natural smelling aquatics and experimentation with things that smell like water or stone or a feeling or an emotion or something like that. They could have played that off into like the mid 2000s or something, into the metrosexual era, but they didn't do that. Instead, we got this much later. I forget when, but it just didn't do as well. It's discontinued now, which is a shame because this is a phenomenally good scent for a CK scent. It's stupid cheap. It's probably still stupid cheap, but I like it. The reviews don't do it justice. I'll do it justice and say it's a personal favorite of mine. Look how much I've dinted this particular bottle. Love wearing it. Love wearing it. Lasts for a long time too, which is like something to behold for a CK fragrance. Next one, I've got Gardenia Eau de Toilette by Chanel. Eau de Toilette, right? Vintage. Just the best. My God. I always mention 3 of my favorite Chanels, Coromandel, Coco Eau de Parfum, and Gardenia Eau de Toilette. And this does, and like Coromandel and Coco, they get tons of attention. They get tons of love, tons of sales. Who the hell mentions this? Who? This has been around since the 1920s, but in this particular guise, in like this is like a 1990s bottle, I think. This is just that great. I absolutely think this deserves more hype. I mean, currently you can get it from the Les Exclusives collection as an eau de parfum, and I have smelt that. It just doesn't have the same oomph to it as the eau de toilette does, which I find very strange. Chanel, I find very strange. Don't cancel me, by the way, because I said that, the C word. The next one I've never actually mentioned, this next fragrance I've never actually mentioned in any of the videos that I've ever done, ever, anywhere, on any platform. I've never even talked about this fragrance to anyone. It's a dirty little secret, but I really like this fragrance, especially after I have a shower. I put this on. This is Black, just Black by Kenneth Cole. It's just good old Black by Kenneth Cole. And I think this bottle half gone, right? Orange, mandarin, orange, and pepper. It's just citric and zingy. And there's some kind of chemical in the background that sort of pushes it forward and makes it last and gives it a little bit of projection. It doesn't last for a long time, which is great because I just want to smell fresh and clean and zesty and refreshed after a shower, and that's what I go for. And maybe some people might call this like a gym scent, but I like to call this maybe after a gym when you've had a shower and then you come out and you want to smell fresh and clean. Dun, 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 dun. So fresh and so clean. Yeah, so that's my Outcast tribute right there. But yeah, Kenneth Cole Black, great scent. That is number 6. Not really hyped. No one talks about it because it's a designer cheapie from back in the day. But yeah, I think it deserves a bit more love. But there is one more. It's probably the only one in this list of 49 fragrances that I actually don't have any sample or bottle or anything to show you because it's quite new and I've only tested it and worn it a few times. But I am going to get myself a bottle of that. And when I do, I'll put a full review of it on my channel. As long as you're subscribed, which you should do, you'll get also notified of that. And that is Aventus Absolu. I looked at the reviews. Why is it in the 3s? I don't understand. It is way better than original Aventus. It is. It's actually really, really good. Way more likable, way more mass appealing. I know it's not 2010. We're not doing 2010 things in 2023. Aventus Absolu is doing 2023 in 2023. But it still smells like Aventus. It still dries down, very similar to Aventus. It's just got that little extra modernity. That's what it's got. And a little bit more oomph, a little bit more depth. And I think it's better. I think it's better than Aventus. Is it better than Himalaya? No. But is it my second favorite? It's becoming my second favorite creed. And that's why it needs to be in my collection. I need to have a bottle of it. I will get a bottle of it. And that is 7 fragrances in 7 days, non-consecutive, 49 fragrances, no repeats. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. And hopefully by the time I release this one, I would have crossed over the 3K mark and we'll all be celebrating into 2024. I hope everybody has a great and safe holiday season. Whatever you celebrate, it doesn't really matter as long as you celebrate because it's a time for celebration. And welcome 2024. I think we can only look up from here. So as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you next year.